Obviously felt like it was going to be Kylian Mbappe at this stage of the season that was going to be the main man that we were talking about at Real Madrid right now, but it has turned out to be Vinny. Even though we've seen the connection between the two, it's Vinny who's shining brightest right now.
Yeah, he is at the moment. Let's see what it looks like at the end of the season. But, you know, Sid's just done a great profile of Vinicius Jr. And I was thinking that the other night because I was commentating on that game. And the facts of it were, for an hour, he wasn't very good in the game. Dortmund kept him pretty quiet, but he just keeps on going, keeps on running. And he's got that heat and electricity about him. And once they started to get a momentum, Real Madrid, he was unplayable. He was just running at them, going, and he can go either side as well. So defenders don't know which way he's going. And he's showing them a clean pair of heels, and the finishes were, well, spectacular. It was some hat-trick and some match. And that's the problem I think Barcelona have. Although they're in a fantastic place themselves, they're meeting Real Madrid on a real high. Real at home in the Bernabeu, knowing that 3 points puts them level with Barcelona in what is promising to be a cracking title race.
Okay, I don't mean to come to you with the more negative side of things here.
Well, it seems
but it's been so positive.
Appropriate, I guess.
It's not just about Vinny, it's about both teams. It's specifically not about Vinny, actually. Okay. What are the biggest question marks you have about both Barcelona and Real Madrid going into El Clasico?
Before I get into that, Carlos Ocampo gets a mention in the show. All right, Carlos. 2. Emre Can should be embarrassed because he came into that game as a sub, late as a sub, should be in plenty physical condition to be able to, at the very least, run back. And he said, no, I'm not running. No, I'll run about 40, 50 yards, and then, all right, Vinny, you go on your own. Embarrassing. Beyond that, the challenges are the same for both teams. Defensively, if you look at the first half yesterday between Bayern Munich and Barcelona, and Thomas Muller said something to the effect in the post-game interview, if we just get one of those passes right, we're through. We're through clean on goal. Bayern Munich just were not able to make that final decision correctly when there was space and time available to do so. That high line of Barcelona, if they're unable to pressure the ball, just think about and picture this for a second. The switch of the point of attack onto Vinny Jr., coming from a late run from behind, with all that space to run into, nobody's catching him. And nobody's catching Mbappe if they time it correctly. So that high line of Barcelona worries me. But you can say the same thing about the defending of Real Madrid. Lucas Vázquez worries me. Lucas Vázquez worries me at the back post defending because obviously we have seen it over the last 10 days or so that's an area that can be problematic. Whoever is matched up with Lamine Yamal should worry you if you're at Real Madrid. The way that these teams are set up and the structure of Real Madrid, or lack thereof at times, if they don't control the pace of the game and this game gets stretched, it exposes that back line that is not doing all that great. And then there's a question as to Andre Lunin, because Thibaut Courtois, you think he's going to make the big save, and Andre Lunin has made the big save in the past, but El Clásico, Andre Lunin, you haven't been playing, here you go, Andre, go ahead, be a hero. That also is a problem, or could potentially be a problem for Real Madrid.